How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. As you can see, sitting behind me is a freshly washed 2019 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. In today's video, we're going to be giving it a full buff and polish, and we are going to be ceramic coating it with some Avalon King Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating. Once we get that done, we are going to first inspect the paint, make sure there are no areas that are too bad for ceramic coating. If there are, we're going to correct them, give it some polishing, and any scratches that are in it need to be sanded and buffed out. So we're going to get all that taken care of, but first what we are going to do is dry off the wet Jeep, get it all ready, and then we are going to take a close look at the paint, and I'll take you along through that whole process and show you what we have to do to get it prepped for its first ceramic coating. So without further ado, let's get this thing dried off and get ready to start the video. Alrighty guys, so now what we are going to do is we are going to clay this paint with a clay bar and some quick detailer here. As I was drying it, I did feel that there is a lot of bonded contaminants in this paint, even though it doesn't really look it. It looks pretty clean and doesn't seem to have any visible issues, but we are going to clay it so we have no issues with the ceramic coating adhering to the paint. So what I'm going to use here is a Mother's Speed clay bar and some ONR quick detailer in a Griot's Speed Shine bottle. I find these bottles work really well for applying an even coat of the product to the car. So we're going to get on that, get this whole Jeep clayed, and then we will be able to inspect the paint, see if there's any scratches or swirls. As you can see, there are some minor scratches here. They seem to be concentrated to this area. There's one here, here. There's one further back here, and then this is the biggest one on the quarter here, but I should be able to get all of those out, fingers crossed, without any issues. There are a couple more on the other side, but I'll show you all of those once we get to the actual correcting phase of this project. So now we're going to get the quick detailer applied and get this whole Jeep clayed right now. Now that we have spent a few hours claying all of the road tar and crap off of this paint, we can take a look at the scratches here on the driver's rear door and the rear quarter panel. These are the worst of the scratches here, but we also have some on the corner of the rear bumper cover and up here on the roof, where it looks like the previous owner either drove under a significantly sized tree or there was a tree that they hit after the initial accident with this car. So all of these scratches look like they're only in the clear coat, and we should be able to buff them out with relative ease. I am going to start on the roof up here and get these scratches out, and once we do that, we'll work on getting the rest of the car buffed out, but we're definitely going to start here and work from the top down. Now moving on to the passenger side here, there are a lot less scratches on the passenger side than the driver's side, just a few here on the passenger rear door. Some marring here that you can see, that'll be easily buffed out, and a little bit under the handle that I can also take care of with relative ease. Moving on to the front door here, there's only a few minor scratches from removing all of the tar and crap that was on this door. This is where the majority of the tar resided. Moving on to the fender, that's new paint, there's no issue there, and over to the pillar, there's no problems on the pillar either. So this will be pretty easy to buff out just this door down here, and the rear door as well, and we should be good to go. So as I mentioned, guys, we're going to start working from the top down and buffing out all the scratches on the roof. To do that buffing, we're going to use my Griot's Garage 6-inch DA polisher and a microfiber fast finishing pad, coupled with some 3M Perfect It rubbing compound, and that should get all of those scratches out with relative ease. So we're going to get jumping on that right now, get the roof buffed out, and then we'll move on to the rest of the vehicle and get it all looking perfect. So guys, now that the Jeep is completely polished, the next step to prepare it for its ceramic coating is to be wiping it down with some 70% rubbing alcohol on a microfiber. We're just going to go over all the surfaces that are going to be getting the ceramic coating. This is to remove any residues from previous waxes or from the buffing compound we've used, and it will help the ceramic coating adhere to the paint as it should, and it shouldn't give us any issues after that. So we're going to wipe down the whole thing, decontaminate it, and then we will be finally ready to install the ceramic coating on this Jeep. Now here we have the Avalon King Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating kit, and this stuff is super easy to apply. All we're going to have to do is apply a few dabs onto the applicator here. Make sure to keep that wet while we're applying it on the vehicle. Once we have that sufficiently coated, we're just going to take the applicator and apply it over the paint in a cross-hatching pattern, making sure we get even coverage over the paint. And we'll wait for it to turn some rainbow colors, a little hazy, and then we'll know it has flashed, and we'll be able to wipe it off with the provided microfiber towel. Once we do that, we're gonna coat the entire car. You can do glass, wheels, anything, the decal, all that is perfectly fine to ceramic coat. After the process is completed, we're going to leave the car indoors for about 24 hours to keep it out of any elements and allow the ceramic coating proper time to cure so it will last as long as possible. now that the Jeep has completed its full rebuild process, this is going to be the last official video for the Jeep on the channel. Next in its journey is getting the salvage rebuild inspection completed for it and getting a rebuilt title issued for the vehicle. Now in my home state here, they do make it a little bit difficult that there is a long and complicated process that involves getting a couple other titles in your own name before you can get the rebuild inspection scheduled. So I'm working on that paperwork process, but once the Jeep is ready to legally be driven on the road, I will catch you guys back here and give you my first driving impressions on the vehicle. So guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. As you saw, the ceramic coating on the Jeep turned out beautiful, and the Avalon King ceramic coating worked amazing. They have a really good product, so I am going to leave the link to their website down below in the description on this video. If you guys want to follow the instructions I provided and maybe even pick up a kit to ceramic coat your vehicle, the link is there. You are more than willing to do that. As always, you guys, if you liked this video and you liked the content on this channel so far, please feel free to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and share it with a friend if you think they'll like it. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and have an awesome day.